Real estate agents beware, your livelihood may be in peril. This is Phil with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, and you'd have to be living under a rock not to know about the NAR lawsuit. The National Association of Realtors and several large brokerages actually lost a $1.7 billion lawsuit. This lawsuit was largely centered around a listing agent going into the seller and saying, Mr. Seller, we have to pay the buyer's agent a commission for me to be able to put you in MLS. So why did this happen? Well, if you think about your local MLS, they said, okay, if you're going to put a listing in the MLS, you can't put $0, Mr. Listing Agent, in the MLS. It had to have a dollar amount. So the National Association of Realtors and our local MLS were forcing sellers to pay a commission to the opposing counsel. This is just bad business. You may not like the outcome as disrupting the real estate industry. We're just gonna have to do things a little bit differently. But you can actually leverage this bad news, turn it into good news, and increase your compensation, 30 to 50% just by making some simple changes in the way that you present to sellers and the way that you work with buyers. By doing this, you can bring extra value, extra education to your buyers and sellers, and then put yourself in a position to be the subject matter expert so that you can get compensated more. Because people will pay more if you're value stacking. If you bring more value to the buyer or you bring more value to the seller, they will gladly pay for a subject matter expert that will be the guide that will lead them down the trail to their destination of home ownership. So what's this mean to you? If you are a buyer's agent and you are running your customers around and you're accepting just by default this variable commission, some commissions might be zero, some might be $1, some might be 1%, some could be 2.5% or 3%. But if you are working with your customers and you're hoping that the seller and the listing agent see your value, you're on drugs. It's called hopium. You're hoping that someone is going to pay you what you think that you're worth. And I can guarantee that they will never think your value as much as you think of the value that you're bringing your buyers. So there's an easy, simple way to fix this, and we're going to show you this on this Zoom meeting. You can click the link below to join this upcoming Zoom meeting, and we're going to teach you all the ins and outs on how you can get paid legally and ethically and work for the buyer, asking the seller to pay a closing cost. You see, lenders have been working in their closing costs for many, many moons now. And with realtors, we can work this in as a closing cost as well. So if you click the link below, you'll be able to join our free webinar, and I'll teach you exactly how you can set, negotiate, and more importantly, collect your fee and get your lender and get the title company to pay you exactly what you think you're worth and what your buyers are willing to pay. So in this free training, we're going to cover the lawsuits, what's going on with the Burnett versus National Association of Realtors, and what is the DOJ talking about, the Department of Justice, what are they talking about as far as real estate commissions and how they want to abolish real estate commissions sellers make to buyers. So did you get one of these in the mail? If you sold your home and paid a commission to a real estate agent, you may be part of a class action settlement. So this postcard went out to hundreds and thousands of people, if not millions of people, all across the United States, and these guys are fishing for more folks to be able to jump on the bandwagon, to go after the real estate industry and go after you and your commissions. So what they did is they sent this out, and then they sent out this on the backside, which is a QR code. And if you scan that QR code, it'll take you to a website, which I'm going to show you right now. You may also be affected by this class action lawsuit if you're with one of these big box brokerages, and if you sold a home, your rights may have been affected. So if you take a look at that, who's in the class? To be a member of the litigation damages class, you have to have sold a property between March 15th and December 5th. So if anyone that has sold a property during that time period, they're getting this mailer. And this mailer directs them to this QR code on the back that takes them to this website. So these guys are fishing for additional people they can throw in here to be able to sue realtors, to be able to get money out of these realtors and the brokerages and the National Association of Realtors. So if you haven't already done so, if your brokerage is not giving you good, clear guidance on this, you need to switch brokerages, because you need to protect your license and you need to protect your income. And it's absolutely critical during this time. The real estate industry is under attack from this lawsuit, and the Department of Justice wants to eliminate sellers and abolish sellers paying buyer's agents. So if you jump on this 45-minute webinar, click the link below and you can join our webinar on Tuesday, and it will talk all about this and how you can protect your income and make sure that you can not only survive, but actually thrive and increase your commissions during this time. So these knuckleheads are trying to drag you and I as realtors into their lawsuit and get your customers to file a potential claim. They're fishing. So jump on this 45-minute webinar, click on the link below, and you're going to learn everything on the latest of what's going on with the National Association of Realtors lawsuit, number one. Number two, what the Department of Justice is saying in regards to abolishing agent commissions for buyer's agents. And you need to protect your license and you need to protect your income. So join me this Tuesday for a 45-minute free training session on how to set, negotiate, and collect your optimum fee, and how you can use this lawsuit to your advantage to get paid 35% more. So I look forward to seeing you on our Tuesday webinar, and we'll see you then.